In January, we did my annual 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance program where we looked at one thing you could do each day. Well, we're back with the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. In the chaotic world of 2025 and beyond, compliance will become even more important, and you staying on top of your game will help your company move forward. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
Today on the Compliance Tip of the Day, we look at how AI can help reinforce tone at the top in a best practices compliance program. It can do so by helping leadership communicate, measure, and maintain a strong ethical culture. So what are some of the steps that you can use? Number one, you can enhance leadership communication. AI-powered tools can assist executives in crafting consistent, transparent, and ethical messaging. For example, AI-generated compliance messaging can analyze past communications to ensure consistency in ethics-related messaging from leadership. AI can generate summaries of key compliance initiatives for leaders to distribute, and AI can assess how employees perceive leadership's compliance messages and adjust their tone accordingly. Second, monitoring ethical leadership in practice. AI can provide data-driven insights to assess whether leadership's words align with their actions in their speech and text. AI-driven tools can analyze leadership's decision to detect potential ethical inconsistencies, and AI can identify trends in reports to help ensure leaders are addressing concerns effectively. Next, personalized compliance training for executives. AI can tailor compliance training for leadership based on industry trends, regulatory updates, and personal decision-making. This can include training which is relevant and engaging, and AI-driven scenarios to test how leaders respond. Number four, predictive risk assessments. AI can identify potential compliance risks that every company may face going forward in a way that would allow leadership to proactively address risk concerns. It includes analyzing internal data such as expense reports, procurement transactions for red flags, benchmarking against industry trends to identify emerging compliance risks. Number five, real-time compliance dashboards for leadership. AI-powered dashboards can provide real-time insights into a company's ethical climate, including compliance training completion rates, hotline reports and resolution times, and employee engagement with compliance policies. While AI is a valuable tool, it obviously cannot replace authentic leadership. The tone at the top must come from real ethical decision-making, not simply talking the talk, but you must walk the walk. Leaders must actively engage with compliance using strategic tools to go forward. So what are today's three key takeaways? Number one, ethical decision-making support can come from AI. It can help detect bias in leadership and directions, and it can provide feedback loops, which employees can utilize going forward to understand their roles in a best practices compliance program. I hope you have found today's help. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network. Finally, this podcast contains promotional material.